Hey everybody, Dr. Richey here. I'm not sure how well you can see me, but we are walking into, this is one of the outer portions of the mausoleum of the first emperor of China, the first emperor of the Qing dynasty. We are in the Xi'an district in China, and we are coming up on a section where you can see the chariots. These are bronze chariots that were created for the burial grounds of the first emperor. The story goes that he loved traveling. He was the one who unified the kingdom, and in so doing he created the beginning of what we now know as China. This is actually where the name China comes from for the Chinese people. It comes from this idea of this Qing Empire. And so we are going to see this section where you have the bronze chariots. Now, I will have a second video where I will post. I'm going to try and get someplace here where you can see me. Let's see here. All right, there we go, some light, so you can see me here. And so I'm going to have I'll paste this together with another video where it shows the actual bronze chariots themselves. But here's they've actually set us a little bit here at this site, here in Xi'an, with the terracotta warriors. You might know about the terracotta warriors, the mausoleum of the first emperor, which they have not actually completely gone into. And they say this here, but here's something I want you to think about. This place is a historical place, it's a museum, it's an archaeological dig, and it is also a religious site. See, the first emperor, he had spent 35 years of his life. He died at 49, and he spent 35 years of his life building this mausoleum. Why? Because he had this strong belief in what the afterlife would entail. And so from the time he first became emperor at age 13 to the time he died, he spent lots of resources, time, energy, money, building this city, this mausoleum as it were, to house him and his faithful people, his attendants, in the afterlife. This is a religious place that embodies and expresses his religious beliefs of what the afterlife would be like, of what it means when somebody dies. And I bring this up, one, because you don't hear that talked about often places where these archaeological things we find are actually expressed in religion, but also, two, this class, right? This class is all about religion, the faith of different people around the world. And the way I understand or define religion is that religion is the way that people answer the why question of life. Why do we exist? Why are we here? Why are we as human beings? And this emperor, the first emperor of the Qing dynasty, I do not pronounce his name correctly, so I'll just keep on saying like I am so as to not be disrespectful, especially in his mausoleum here. This emperor spent so much time and money because for him, the answer to this question was that important. It was worth 35 of his 49 years of life. It was worth so much money, attention, and resources to build a place that could house him in the afterlife. Why do we exist? That is what religion is all about. And religion takes many shapes and forms. It has different names that you might be familiar with and others that you might not be familiar with. But what I want you to do in this class is to just approach it with an open mind and saying, I want to learn the why answers that other people have, or even the why answers that I think I have, and really embrace this reality of what it means to be human, is to wrestle with this existential question of why do we exist. All right, I'm gonna see if I can make my way in the same video to let's see here. All right, this is where you can see there's things all around, but I'm gonna see if we can make our way to where these bronze chariots are, so you can see what is essentially the largest bronze work, one-piece bronze work remaining in the world. Here they are. Okay, so the first emperor of China created these amazing, massive bronze pieces. No, he didn't make them himself, but he did commission them and have them created. These chariots to attend to his needs in the afterlife as an expression of his understanding of why do we exist, why are we here. And the whole point of this class is for you to be encouraged with and in encountering these various ways of answering the why question of life. Let's see here, I gotta come around this other way because I want to get down there so you guys can see this for yourself. I will say also, I'm really happy to be in here because it is 100 degrees outside. I'm not exaggerating. And so it is nice to be in this air-conditioned room here. Hopefully you can make it out pretty good. I'm going to get down there and get closer so you can definitely see it. Let's go look at these other one over here. All right, so yeah, you can't really see me here because of the lighting, but I want to encourage you in this class to seriously consider, why do we exist? What is your answer to this question? How have people answered this question over the history of time? And how has this shaped our societies? This right here is the beginning of the entire Chinese identity. In fact, even the name Chinese comes from the Qing dynasty. This first emperor who was from the Xi'an area here. Thousands of years of culture and history and heritage shaped because of this one man and how he answered this question. Now his family had answered the question. This is what religion is all about.